Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time joining me today, welcome. I'm glad you are here and I hope you like this content. Please subscribe, please like, and please hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, guys, thank you so much for the love, thank you so much for the support, thank you so much for making time to watch this video, and I hope it helps you. I hope you are learning something, and let's share the content with our friends that we think that they might need to hear this type of content. And today we're going to talk about a topic that is very close to my heart, very dear to my heart. And we're going to talk about how to position yourself for work. Living in times where employment is a very huge problem, and I just want to give you guys some of the things that I've used personally and some of the things that my friends have used and things that I've basically seen or experienced from other person using those techniques in order to position themselves to find employment, to find work to do. And the first thing that we're going to start with is start with God, guys. The Bible says that if you put your plans before God, and then He will make them happen, right? And that is very important, because in everything that we do, like if you're a believer, you know that putting God first is the one thing that you need to do in order for your life to go accordingly. So putting God first it's also going to help you to believe. It's gonna give you that faith to carry on. It's gonna give you, even when things don't work out, but because you know that God has you, because you know that God is in this, it gives you that assurance that yes, I will get this job that I'm looking for. Guys, my voice is very low because I'm recording this at night, but then anyways, so put your plans before God and your plans will be established. The second thing that I want us to talk about today is you need to show yourself that you are looking for employment. So let's say, for example, you're done with school and you've been looking for a job for maybe a month or 2 months. Your lecturers need to know that you are looking for work. Your classmates need to know that you're looking for work. Like everybody around you that you know, that know you, or that are in the same field as you, they need to know that you're looking for work, so that if something happens where they are in their workplace, they know that this is the person that is looking for work, this is the person that have been contacting me, and this is the right person for the job, basically. So always make sure that you show yourself that you are looking for work. The third thing that we're going to talk about, guys, is attend conferences and seminars. Like I know universities organize seminars, and also in some companies, like whatever field that you're in, make sure that you attend seminars and conferences. And when you do attend these conferences and seminars, do not just go and sit in the back seat and just listen and don't participate. Make sure that by the time everyone leaves that conference room or the seminar, they know your name, they remember you, ask questions, because you do not know who is in that room. Someone might be interested in you, someone might want to know something about you. So make sure that you attend these conferences, make sure that you are vocal, make sure that people remember you. And also, I know with conferences, there's like lunch breaks and all that. Make sure that you mingle with the right people. Do not just sit there with your friends. Your friends are not really going to help you much. Go there and talk with people that look like this one could be my potential boss. Make sure you mingle with those people, hang out with those people, ask them questions, and give your contacts to people. Do not be afraid to sell yourself. If you're a shy person, unfortunately, you have to get out of your shyness, unfortunately. Or you can go with a friend who will do all the talking, and you just pop in 1 or 2 things, and that way, at least when you get out of there, make sure that you've also made contact with the people there. Take people's cards, just talk to people, guys. Like the best way for you to find employment in seminars is to talk to people, get to know people, know what people are all about when they are working, and get their phone numbers, whatever that you can. Just make sure you do that. The fourth thing that I want us to talk about is practice your profession. What do I mean by practice your profession? By practicing your profession is, let's say, for example, you are on Facebook or you are on Instagram, or you love writing. Always write about what is happening in your industry. Like keep in touch with what is happening in your industry. You don't know who's going to let people actually, guys, you don't need to say complicated things. Like just choose a topic in your field that really interests you that much, and then write about it. It's either you're going to post pictures about it, or you're just going to say something about it, but also show that, okay, I am in accounting, for example, and this is what I think about accounting. I don't know, with accounting. Or I'm in forensic science, for example. I can write about the new technique that is used for fingerprinting. I can write about a case that is happening that has to do with forensics, right? That is some of the things that you can do in order for people to actually be interested. Like, wow, this person actually, they love what they're doing. Like, what are they doing? What are they all about? You posting about something that you're interested in, that is actually what might open doors for you. You never know who is looking. You don't know who is watching. So I want to tell you something. Recently, I posted a picture on Instagram about food, and a few days later, this lady texted me. She's like, hey, I saw your picture about food. There's this and this and this that I'm doing. Are you interested? And it was a huge opportunity for me. I was like, wow, this is amazing. It's something that I could do only because I posted about food, guys. Like, post about the field that you're in, and that way you'll see that, you know what, there are people out there that are watching you, and there are people out there that might come to you. Also, if you're posting about things that you're really interested in your field, I don't know how, I've never employed anybody, but I have heard that employers can go into your profile, Facebook profile, WhatsApp or Instagram profile, and when they go there, they search your name and they check your feed and all that. Imagine if you're applying for employment and then your employer searches your social media only to find that indeed you actually love what you're doing, you're passionate about what you're doing, you're writing about it. That puts you on an advantage with other candidates for that position that you're applying for. The fifth thing that we're going to talk about is work, guys. Here I'm going to talk about volunteering. This is not possible in all companies, but I know there are companies, like especially private and small companies, where when you go there you can actually volunteer to work for free. And because the advantage of volunteering to work for free is that you wake up, you have something to do, first of all. The second thing is that when a position becomes available there, actually this person. Another thing is that it helps you build up your CV, so that when employers want to employ you, they don't ask you questions like, what have you been doing the past year and stuff like that. Volunteer. If you can volunteer some way, just volunteer. I know somebody who worked for a certain company. It wasn't a volunteering company, but she actually did an internship in this company, and then after the internship ended, and then she worked somewhere else. But then a position was made available in that company, and then they remembered her and they called her, and she came back for interview and she got the job. So those are some of the things that you can do. If only she'd be like, okay, I cannot do this internship, it's too little money or something like that, then they would never have known her. She would have never gotten the job. So yes, in this case it was an internship, but if you don't have anything, you actually have nothing to lose by just volunteering in that company and praying that if something happens, they're gonna call you, even if you move on to something that is paying. But when a position to something that you've studied for and that company opens, they can think of you and you can come back and you can have a good job. The sixth thing that I want us to talk about is registration. I am in science, so I know in science, health sciences, we have to register with HPCSA, I think. Yeah, and then for natural sciences, it's SAGNASP. Yes. So if you are in, I don't know, with accounting and all other fields, yeah, you'd have to find out if you're in those fields, but make sure that you'd register. I know with health sciences, as a medical scientist, it's not easy registering. I don't know how the process works as yet, but find out how you can register for a certain body. When you register with a professional body, it makes you more credible, it makes you outstanding. Some posts, they're actually looking for somebody with that accreditation, so it's best for you to be accredited with a certain body, especially in the field that you're in, and that puts you in an advantage. I remember when I applied for my job, it wasn't a requirement, but I was a student medical scientist which was registered with HPCSA. I put that in, and I believe it did put an advantage for me, because you know, when you associate yourself with great things, you are also great. Like, that's just how things work, you know. If you have this accreditation and nobody else have it, that also puts you in a higher position. So find out which boards you can actually affiliate with, and just affiliate with those bodies. The seventh thing that we're going to talk about is be ready to receive your job. What do I mean by be ready to receive your job? I know in South Africa, most your documents needs to be certified. Being certified is you need to take those documents to the police station and they need to put a stamp, and after, I think you need to certify every 3 months. So make sure that every 3 months your documents are ready. All your documents need to be certified at all time, so that when somebody is like, hey, there's a job here, we need your CV, we need 5 people, you are the first one to go there. You don't need to go to the police station and go queue. Make sure that your documents are ready, and always, all the time, you have your things. Your CV is editable. If you need to change the title or you need to change something, you can change it right there and you're able to email it. That shows that you are ready at all times. So make sure that you are ready, so that when an opportunity comes, it finds you ready. You don't need to still go back and find this certificate there and go there to get it certified. Make sure that you are always ready. The last thing that I want us to talk about today is study, guys. By study, I mean that there are some positions or some industries where a postgraduate qualification is very much of an advantage. I know in science, a postgraduate, like an honors, is very important. So if you only have a degree and you've been looking for a job and you cannot find a job, consider going back to school and doing your honors. Like, you can do it with a university full time, or you can try UNISA and find out if you can actually just do it part time and just study. I know a lady who applied into a certain company for 2 years. I think she applied for 2 years in a row and they didn't take her. She decided to go and do her postgraduate, and after the postgraduate, she got the job. Guys, like, sometimes they might not tell you that that is a requirement for the job, but you find that the people that are applying for that position, they have honors, they have masters, they have PhD. Those are the people that they're going to start with. So if you're at home and you've been looking for a job and things are not looking well for you, I think it's best that you consider going to do your honors. And when you do your honors, you can try NRF. They fund honors degrees. Just try them, find out how you can apply for them, and maybe I'll do a video about that, because I used NRF. And yeah, apply and go back to school, and that's where more opportunities will come out, because there you have lecturers, you have access to conferences and seminars and all the things. And yeah, guys, that's it from me today. Guys, if you're looking for a job, all the best, and remember that your situation is not permanent. Remember that God is with you. Believe that things are going to work out positively for you. Do not look at how many people are unemployed, how many people are looking for jobs, how many people have done your degree and at home. Just believe that your situation will be different, and what you believe, you manifest. So that's it from me today, guys. If there's anything that I did not mention, just type it down below. And also, if there's anything that you've learned from this video, just write it down below. I really love interacting with you guys. And yeah, that's it from me today, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.